That's a lovely view of downtown St. Paul from here, isn't it?
I've never been up here, Steve.
This is a bluff along Cherokee Avenue. As you can see, it's high above everything.
That's part of the fun of PM Magazine. Every single night, we're out in a different location in the Twin Cities, meeting different people and seeing different things.
Indeed we are. Good evening. I'm Steve Doyle.
And I'm Marla Bendow. Welcome to PM Magazine.
Tonight, we're in St. Paul to match a face with a voice. St. Paul disc jockey Garrison Keillor, whose folksy, laid-back humor and philosophy has made him a sort of legend in these parts. You'll never find a place called Lake Wobegon on the map of Minnesota. The fact is, it exists only on the radio, in the fertile mind of St. Paul disc jockey Garrison Keillor. His dry wit and laid-back, down-home philosophy has made him the Twin Cities' most popular alternative disc jockey. Recently, we and about 10,000 other Minnesotans gathered at the Lake Harriet Bandshell to enjoy Keillor's live radio show called A Prairie Home Companion.
Just sitting here looking out the window, folks, maybe just about the same what you're doing there at home.
This soft, gentle voice is Garrison Keillor's, a deadpan comic and writer of subtle social satire. He and his sidekick, known as Jim Ed Poole, produce the Prairie Home Show every morning on Minnesota Public Radio. It's perhaps an alternative to the highbrow, deliberate deliveries of other classical public radio programs.
Can you see this through the window?
This is not exactly your standard drive time radio, though it does have news and weather, and Poole provides the sports.
Yes, sir, once again, it's time for Poole on Sports. Our report on the world of sports brought to you by Casual. Personal products and fashion accessories for men who are suave and cool. And also makers of Natural Life Skin Relaxer. It's actually a topical anesthetic. It puts your skin to sleep. Your whole face just goes numb. Eliminate wrinkles that way. And you look cool, you know what I mean?
Look relaxed and
Casual.
yeah.
That's right.
He was fascinated by early radio characters. He grew up on radio, enjoying it to the dismay of his parents.
Remember, keep your feet on the ground, your hopes up high. Pray for rain, keep the humor dry, and eat those powder milk biscuits. You kids don't put no beans up your noses now, right?
Radio is very solitary, and one person can work the lights and the puppets and the mirrors.
In addition to this radio program, Garrison started the Prairie Home Companion, a live radio show which goes on the road once a week. Recently, they were in Minneapolis, and we were entertained with a fine variety of music and hypnotized by Garrison's rolling prose and humor.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to A Prairie Home Companion. Another live broadcast presented every Saturday night on Minnesota Public Radio and Live.
I got into radio as a way of putting myself through college. It was a better job than what I had been doing before, which was parking cars. It paid more. It was indoors, and it was very easy work. The Saturday show, which we started in '74, was really the first time I had ever gotten on a stage with the idea of entertaining people.
You may notice that we do not have any applause signs for this show that light up when you're supposed to applaud, nor laughter signs when you're supposed to laugh. We leave all of the important decisions up to you. If you want to laugh out loud or just make little snorts through your nose, it's up to you.
The show is homey, nostalgic, and alive. Biscuit Band mandolin player Bob Douglas feels the live quality of the show makes it exciting.
A live show is genuine. It's real. It's the folks that are playing it at that moment in time, and I think people enjoy knowing that. Then the mistakes and the gaps and talking or whatever might happen, you know, on a radio show, then you realize that's really going on. I think people like that.
This portion of our show brought to you by Powder Milk Biscuits. The biscuits made from that good whole wheat, raised in the rich bottomlands by Norwegian bachelor farmers. Whole wheat that gives shy persons the strength to get up and do what needs to be done. All of us can be shy under certain circumstances, and some of us are shy all of the time. People whom we call the radically polite. We mean shy people. People who come down to the beach only at night and only in their overcoats. Yes, all of us have those feelings sometimes, that people are staring at us, like they're staring at me right now. What can you do about it? Well, Powder Milk Biscuits. They help shy people because I tell you, imagination got you into this problem, and maybe imagination can get you out. Heavens, they're tasty and expeditious. Mary, give me some of that biscuit too there, would you?
When he talks about shy people, I think Garrison, there's a lot of that about Garrison that he's talking about himself, you know, when he talks about shy people and Powder Milk Biscuits. And Garrison kind of plays on the edge. I mean, sometimes it's like he's teaching. You don't know whether he's being humorous or serious.
You have to do jokes sometimes because people will feel uncomfortable if they are not laughing. Other times people seem to be in a mood for storytelling. And that is the form of humor that I'm most interested in. Stories that don't have a payoff, that don't have a gag line.
And so on Sundays, and tomorrow too, people will be going to church at Lake Wobegon Lutheran and Our Lady of Perpetual Responsibility with the trunks of their cars filled with vegetables. And after the service, why, everybody will go out and take some of it.
And I am pleased when I meet people who listen to the show, and rather than being fascinated by me, they are anxious to tell me about themselves. That's what it means to me. Some contribution that I made to their lives.
Wherever you may be.
Garrison Keillor can be heard on radio station KSJN FM every Monday through Friday at 6 in the morning.